Alright, so I got this little ironstone specie I found just on the track next to the car. As you can see, it's got a fair bit of gold in it. So I'll chuck it on the scales. I got it with the 7,000. Pretty much on the track right next to the car, so it weighs just over half a gram. Try and focus. So I'm going to put it in a bit of acid, very watered down acid, because that's all I can get. Some distilled water, and so I'm going to put it in a plastic container. I've got a little bit of distilled water in there, and I'm just going to measure the water because I want to make sure that I fill this up with acid higher than the water level, so I don't put this in and it just floats and tips over. I'll chuck a bit of acid in there and we'll put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and hopefully it speeds up the process a bit. Otherwise I'd have to leave it sit for weeks to eat all that ironstone away. So we'll get some acid in that and we'll get back to you. I've got a little bit of acid in here with the ironstone. Just drop it in the ultrasonic cleaner there. 6 minutes. Sorry about the noise. Alright. Okay, that's 6 minutes. And you see how dirty the water is now. And wow, I can already see heaps of a lot more gold than what I could see before. I'll see if I can pick this out with some plastic tweezers so I can reuse the acid. That's cool. Chuck that in there. A bit of water. Wow, look at that, 6 minutes. So if I didn't use the ultrasonic cleaner, I'd have to leave it in the acid for weeks. I might just a bit of bicarb soda, helps neutralise the acid. If there's wow, look at that. There's just gold everywhere. That's just awesome. Definitely gonna chuck it back in. Probably chuck it in for another 6 minutes. But yeah, look at that. That's so cool. There's a little bit of quartz in there as well. I don't know if you can see it very well, but Alright, I might just chuck it back in that same acid, and so I'm probably gonna there's a lot of gold that's not attached. Trying to get this to focus. So I'm probably going to end up with a lot of fine gold. So I'll pan it out as well at the end, but drop it back in. I think we'll go another 5 minutes. Cool, it's been another 5 minutes. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'll have to pause this to get it out. Alright, there's our little line. So there we go, it's the second run. Almost forgot. Chuck it back on here. And we haven't lost a great deal. I think there's going to be some fines in the bottom of that container as well, in here. So yeah, I'll pan that out. That's the only bit I found on that trip. There's some other stuff I found. Heaps of lead. Old fork. There you go, and that's what I got out of the container. Well, you can see that. There you go. There's heaps of specks of gold in there. Cool.